What's up everybody, John here. Going to be changing out the horn on my Juke. There's not many videos online about how to do this, so I think I'll just make one here and then post it so that everybody can see, everybody on the Juke can see how to change out the weak ass horn that comes stock. You got to remove the emblem part of the grill. You can remove just the emblem part and not the this part here. You can just remove the emblem. There's these holes with little fasteners in them. I took the 4 out. What I'm trying to do now is figure out how to take off this one, which is a little more tedious than the other 4. This attaches the emblem grill to the actual grate type of grill, so I'm working on that right now. I'm gonna get that figured out. Listeners, I got that one out finally. Really, all you gotta do is get like these little eyeglass flathead screwdrivers, jam them in there, and they will come up pretty easily. The other ones came up with just my fingers, but these came up, these would not come up with my fingers, so I had to use these tools, so there's a tip. Now that all the fasteners are out, underneath the grill, up and under here, there are fasteners for the actual front part of the grill. You have to reach under and you'll feel them. They're right about at the bottom here, and you got to pop them out. There's a little tab on the bottom and it'll pop out, and once you do that, the grill theoretically should come right off. It's gonna take some finagling, but I think I'll get it here. I suspected the tabs for the grill that are on the lower part are right here and right here, and you do have to reach up and under to get them, but there's just a little tab you push, and once that pops out and all these top fasteners are out, the grill literally just slides right off. Got the 2 stock horns here, and they are so weak, it's ridiculous. So that's what I'm gonna be changing out, what I'm gonna show you how to do, and just to give you a quick demonstration, I'm just gonna place the phone here. I know you guys can't see anything, but you know, just so you can hear the difference. Let's hear what that horn sounds like. Well, that might have sounded loud because you were right next to the horn. The phone was, but whatever, it doesn't sound loud at all on the street, so we're gonna make a big improvement here. Again, I apologize for the condition of my tools. There was a water leak in the garage over the winter, and I haven't done much with this, and it clearly got right in the line of fire of the water leak, so it's rusted and all kinds of crap. It looks terrible, I know, but it's a 1/2-inch socket wrench, and that's what you'll want to use for your Juke's fastener on the stock horn, which is right up top there, and it's going to be a tight fit, so be prepared to move a few cords and stuff out of the way, but you can get in there with a 1/2-inch. Now, on these specific horns I bought, this terminal is lined up perfectly, but the terminal to the right, if you have the horn actually facing to your left, the right-hand terminal did not sit straight, so I couldn't fit the actual Juke's terminal connection onto it, so all I did was just use some needle nose pliers, and I bent it ever so slightly over so there's enough room for the big ass terminal here to clear it. So just a little tidbit in case you buy something similar and that one doesn't fit, you can just use some pliers and just move it over ever so slightly so it'll fit. Quite what you're going to find when you do these projects. See, I actually thought that the Juke's horn was just naturally weak, and that you know, it was kind of odd considering there's 2 horns. I know they're not the best looking horns in the world, but there's 2 of them, and when I would honk the horn it was so weak, and I found out why. You know, thinking I'd change the horn, it'd be better, but I found out why. As you can see, the wire was snapped on this side. So really my horn was weak because only one of them worked, because this terminal connector the wire completely was snapped off, and I didn't realize that until I took it off to put this on, and I had to use some of the hardware and accessories that they sent with the new horns to crimp down a new fastener. But now obviously I have new horns regardless, which will be better, but The whole point is I thought the Juke's horn was weak, but I was working with only one horn. Yay! Tidbit is I just elected to reuse the hardware, chassis hardware that came off of the original horns. It's the Juke, you know, stock chassis hardware, so you know it's going to fit back in to the same hole when you reattach the horn. The kit comes with like some shiny new bolts and stuff, but I usually always reuse the actual chassis hardware because I know it's going to fit and I know it's not going to give me any trouble. Horns are in, and because these are substantially bigger and bulkier than the ones that were in there before, it was a little challenging to get them tightened all the way down there up in the back, but I got it done. This one's a little crooked because one of the wires is not feeding properly, but it works. I don't really care that it's that crooked. Anyways, they're in. Let's see how she sounds. Much better. Hope it was helpful. There, like I said, weren't any videos of how to actually take off the grill and how to change out the horn. So I hope this helps people who have Jukes who want to do such a thing, take off the grill for any reason. In fact, I think since my grill is already off, I've been planning on plastic dipping it, and I think I'm just going to wait for my roommate to go home, or to come home, and go to Home Depot, grab some plastic dip, and do that. Who knows, maybe I'll make a video for that too. Anyways, John, out.